grave remained a secret. Everyone who saw it was killed. Horses trampled, water covered, traces vanished.
All right, let's get right into one of the biggest, most fascinating mysteries in all of history, the lost tomb of Genghis Khan. You know, for something like 800 years, his final resting place has been a total secret. It's the kind of thing that has sparked countless legends, fueled all sorts of speculation, and of course, challenged generations of explorers. And this, right here, is the paradox that makes this whole story so completely captivating. I mean, think about it. This is a man who built one of the largest empires the world has ever seen, a figure whose legacy literally redrew the map of the world. And yet, when he died, he just vanished. No monument, no mausoleum, not even a single headstone to mark his passing. His empire stretched all the way from the Pacific Ocean to the heart of Europe. Absolutely massive. But his tomb? Nowhere. It's believed to be hidden somewhere out in these incredible, rugged landscapes of his homeland, a secret that was deliberately and meticulously erased from the map. So the big question is, how on earth did they pull that off?
Well, the answer lies in a funeral that was designed with an unimaginable level of secrecy and, frankly, brutality. The goal here wasn't just to bury an emperor, the goal was to wipe the very memory of the location off the face of the planet.
And this wasn't just a guideline, it was a priority enforced with terrifying dedication. The legends are chilling. They say the funeral escort killed every single person and every animal they came across on their journey, all to ensure there were absolutely no witnesses. But it gets even crazier. Once the tomb was sealed, the soldiers who built it were executed. And then, the soldiers who killed them were also executed. That's the level of secrecy we're talking about here.
And this just shows you the insane lengths they went to. It wasn't just one thing, it was this whole multi-layer process. So after that bloody procession, the grave was dug and the earth was put back so carefully that it looked completely untouched. Then, and this is incredible, they supposedly drove a herd of 1,000 horses over the site, trampling the ground over and over again to erase any possible sign of digging. Some stories even claim a river was diverted to flow directly over the grave, hiding it forever. And as a final measure, a permanent hereditary guard was set up to seal the area off from the entire world.
And you know, this secrecy wasn't just for a day or a week or a year. It created this huge off-limits territory that would be guarded for centuries. It's a place that became known in legend as the Ike Horig, which means the Great Taboo.
Now, right in the heart of this forbidden zone is a mountain called Burkhan Khaldun. And this isn't just any old mountain. It's a deeply sacred place in Mongolian belief. It's actually a place where a young Genghis Khan himself once hid from his enemies and prayed. So it's widely believed that his final resting place is somewhere on or near these sacred slopes.
So here's the key thing to understand. This great taboo was way more than just a rule. It was a spiritual law. To even enter this area was considered a huge violation, a trespass on sacred ground. For centuries, it was just unthinkable, which effectively turned hundreds of square miles into a complete no man's land. Just let that number sink in. 800 years. For 8 centuries, this combination of brutal concealment and a sacred taboo has actually worked. Entire dynasties have risen and fallen, the world has been totally remade by technology, but this one secret has been kept.
But of course, nothing lasts forever, and that ancient taboo is now being challenged by the modern world. The whole nature of the search has completely changed. The age of legend is starting to give way to the age of technology.
Yep, we're talking about scientists and explorers like National Geographic's Albert Lin. These guys are coming out this ancient mystery not with shovels and picks, but with satellites, drones, and powerful algorithms.
It's such a fascinating contrast when you think about it. On one hand, you've got the ancient Mongols who used the simplest tools, the earth itself, horses, sheer brutality, and fierce loyalty, to create a secret that was basically unbreakable. And on the other hand, you have today's search, which relies on the most complex technology imaginable, tools designed to see right through the ground and peel back the layers of time.
But what's really crucial here is the approach. It's a non-invasive quest. They're using things like high-resolution satellite imagery, ground-penetrating radar. They're even crowdsourcing the effort, getting thousands of volunteers online to scan photos for anything that looks out of place. This entire search is founded on a deep respect for the traditional belief that the tomb should remain undisturbed. No digging, no desecration.
And that, of course, brings us to the biggest question of all. Even with all this amazing technology, the tomb is still lost. So why? Is it just that well hidden? Or is there something else going on here?
This is where the story takes a really chilling turn. There's a powerful local belief, almost like a prophecy, that says finding the tomb of Genghis Khan won't be some great archaeological discovery. It'll be a world-ending event. It's literally seen as a sign of the apocalypse.
Which really forces us to ask a pretty profound ethical question, right? Just because we can look for something, does that mean we should? Are we chasing historical knowledge, or are we messing with a cultural and spiritual taboo that has been honored for 800 years?
So in the end, we're left with this one thought. Hidden somewhere beneath the Mongolian soil is either the greatest archaeological treasure the world has ever seen, or it's a sleeping curse just waiting. And maybe, just maybe, the true genius of Genghis Khan's secrecy is that we might never find out which one it is.